Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science.
Oh, God.
But only if the coefficient of friction remains constant and the gravitational constant is variable.
He says?
Is that the gravitational constant is variable?
Talking
Is that even
out.
Oh, let's start over.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong.
Come on. It's Einstein.
Speed of light.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast
Who was
storehouse of
vice
scientific
president in
knowledge.
1985?
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Come on, you can trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for. In more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character!
Hello?
Oh,
No solicitor!
no.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it. Line operator. Actually.
I love my dad and grandpa, but I'm kind of happy I got my looks from Mom.
Oh!
This notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux capacitor and the DeLorean. I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hands.
I'll prove it to you! Once I catch up to you.
Well, no.
Book!
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Emmett, about your...
Don't say.
Oh, okay. Maybe Doc will know what to do. Oh yeah, I'm into science and whatever. Yeah, you can just talk to me and we'll finish the drill. Yeah. Thanks, buddy. Oh, come on.
Doc!
Morty, have you found my younger self yet?
Well, I met your younger self.
Great.
And I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Oh, Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections. So I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him. But right now, my younger self probably thinks he's been sent by my father to check up on me.
What do I do to convince Team Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
It's a facade, I assure you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... The Hill Valley Expo!
Expo?
Yes, the Expo. How could I have forgotten? In a few months, the younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So, it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure. One which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
What does this expo have to do with you muttering all the time?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by working on complex mathematical conundrums. No doubt my younger self is working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
I don't know, h to the something with an inverse of something else. I'm not so good at equations.
That's too bad. I bet if we could solve my younger self's problem, he'd be more inclined to listen to you.
I still can't figure out what your younger self is muttering about.
Blast! If only I could hear him myself.
That would be disastrous.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
It's a facade, I assure you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father.
Well,
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
haha, deadline. I get it. I gotta find some way for them to communicate without being in person. Can't get them to call each other. Why would he have anything to do with some guy in jail? Where is he?
Later, then, naturally, H2A multiplied by...
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Yes, I know!
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it. Committee and line up. Don't think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. Oh. Is that even possible? Oh, let's start over. Force equals mass times acceleration. Of course, that's Newton. But how many newtons are required to maintain a constant mass?
Fortunately, he has no questions about what it is I'm holding. Some mysterious device from the future.
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Don't think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was going to say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you
Used to.
muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanhoff's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine.
I'm sure that's some sort of deep science thing that I'm not aware of. Some theory, if you will. Perhaps Carl Sagan knows something. What's this? This guy looks familiar. Of course, I can't see it. You have to look at it from here. Probably his father, the judge.
The age expectation value, but only if the coefficient of friction remains constant in the gravitational...
Oh, wait.
Constant variable. Daddy,
Will you just give me a chance?
harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator.
Yeah!
Great Scott! If H is the Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
But I'm not a scientist!
Sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
I am an extraterrestrial from the planet Vulcan.
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
I need it, I really need it, and I really, really need it.
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational.
Whoa!
Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
Hank
Can't be
McCoy!
done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered the subpoena. Part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
I don't know who you are, but I trust you
Hey, to subpoena my grandpa?
to get this out.
It's Kid
Important bit of
Tannen.
paperwork.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
Sounds comfortable. Let's talk to him. Let's see what happens. I can't get over there.
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here. How about you?
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
My mistake.
Yeah, you're a mistake, all right, meathead.
Hey, it's Edna.
Nice fight. Puppy?
Huffy? I'm not huffy. I'm passionate. Passionate about justice, safety, law, and order.
Never mind.
Yeah, they might not have puppy bikes yet.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
I know scope, you're saying?
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And, oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
I'm sorry about the way Einstein lit into you back there. I don't know what got into him.
Well, I hope you've learned to keep him under control.
Yeah, I found someone to keep him distracted.
Very good. Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables.
Of course he does. It's a dog.
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
It's so untidy.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children,
St. Francis
Foggy Mountain
Xavier
Home
Ranch for
Children
Unwanted
Insane,
Children.
Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely
Is that
keep track
any
of them
reference
all.
to
It's a
perhaps
very big
Professor
job.
Xavier's School for the Gifted?
Hey, I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh, which ones?
The,
All of them.
Mario Brothers.
Yes, the Mario
Ah,
Brothers.
Yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get over eager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions,
Yeah?
you can let me know when they're running low on soup.
Great.
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always
hopeless
met in the
bum?
cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh, where?
You can meet in the park.
No, that's no good. Too many
Why
of
is
the
it at 2
members
frames per
sleep
second?
in the
Come
park.
on. Let's get back up to 60. What the hell? I guess that request was just too much for my 4890.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh, where?
You can meet over there in the jailhouse. I think they have an empty cell.
No, the jailhouse has bad associations for some of the Stay Soberites.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh, where?
You can meet in the speakeasy, the one that got bombed last Wednesday.
Now, wouldn't that be poetic irony? But I'm not sure the building is structurally safe.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh, where?
The Brown residence.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Sure.
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, you know, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've received in a month of Sundays. Please tell your friend Emmett we accept.
I'm
The
sure
meeting isn't
he'll
due to start
be
for a little
okay
while,
with it.
so that'll give our people some time to set up.
Well, I'm done with you.
I got a book.
Oh, where?
Haha. I have a book somewhere. I get it.
His subpoenas for Arthur McFly?
Have you seen him?
We're a few seconds in the soup kitchen, but I think he's gone back into hiding.
Brilliant deduction, Einstein.
Einstein barks at the name.